plus 2 equals 5 because I was on like the part, like the class profile that does not want to have anything to do with mathematics.
Mhm.
And we told this to our teacher that was like a very strict math teacher. She was amazing, but she was very strict to the point that everyone was scared of her. And we told her like once 2 plus 2 equals 5, and she gave us like 30 minutes speech where she actually proved that in some cases 2 plus 2 can equal 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't remember anything about this because that was just,
Right.
like math, and this is not my problem, but that was fucked up. Okay, we are starting stream and wait. let
Math
me just
is
do this.
math.
Shabata, let me
I
in.
mean,
Let you in. Let you in what?
Wait, because I'm doing the Brave pop-up. You could not. Wait a minute.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I
let
apologize.
me in. But I also
What?
closed that pop-up thingy. I'm not interested in this. Okay. Yes. I also need to do this real quick.
There was an update to Foundry, but we're not going to really do much, so I've sent you a thingy. There you go.
Yeah, wait, I'm clear. Oh,
There you go.
okay. It's okay. For me, it says that there's some error, but if it works, it works, I guess.
I mean, you're
Um,
here, and the chat has started.
Yeah, I see that it started, but it also like shows me the like you cannot enter this, but I don't care. Like,
Weird.
hi Shabata. Congrats on
Very
being
strange.
first cope. Yeah, I'm not bothered by this. Maybe it's because I'm not using OBS. So it might not be like catching up on the fact that I am in fact streaming because it's not through OBS. I don't know. Not my shit, not my problem. Ooh, but it actually shows me. Ooh, that's cool. Wait, where's my chat? I already lost it. Okay, here. I'm so not used to streaming. Like 3 years minimum. Drink.
Y'all are gonna be great. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. And did you also on top of like the riddles for 10-year-old, did you also acknowledge the fact that I do not speak English at all and I might not be understanding the I'm asking questions. I'm just asking questions here.
No, but I didn't, and we're gonna see.
Mhm. Okay, because I don't speak English at all.
Sprechen
Okay.
Sie Deutsch?
Ja.
Eine kleine.
Was möchtest du?
You've reached the extent of my German.
I was gonna say I have no idea what happened after yeah.
Wait, let me change the scene. Okay.
Meow.
And meow. This is here.
Fanboy jump scared
Wait, did
me and then
Foundry?
disappeared
Yeah.
yesterday.
What is this? Oh my god, I need to restart my browser because the fucking acceleration thing and it's lagging as fuck for me.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, I just need to restart it. Yeah. Hello, Fanboy Fantasy 123. You always need to say his full name.
Okay.
Yeah, it's it's like the ground rule. Fuck. And I
Good luck on your job
okay, I don't
interview.
Jesus. I heard that like 3 million times.
Got an ad in a minute.
Okay, now it should be working. Yeah, now it's not laggy anymore. Perfect. I really like that I still have the rainbow status.
Ooh, I will be right back.
Okay.
Bit. Okay. Jesus, everything got unmuted when I restarted my browser, and it's just
Mm.
a lot. Okay.
So I'm a little bit worried now because I think two of my puzzles are, or two of my things are puzzles, not riddles.
Oh.
We're designed for 11-year-olds instead of 10-year-olds.
I'm not sure. One of them was done specifically with Dungeons and Dragons players in mind.
Oh,
I've once again returned. Sorry, someone
Welcome
is at
back.
the door.
welcome back. Mhm. Okay, I'm not interested in this. I wanted to mute this.
All right. So, Libra, you almost ready to get started?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. I am not ready. Because there's a fucking happy birthday channel point redemption thingy, and just okay. Now I'm ready. Thank
Now
you for
she's
the
ready.
birthday wishes. Yeah.
Okay. So, today with D&D, we're missing 2 of our 5 players, so we're gonna do something a little bit differently. Last time on, there you go. Last time on Is This D&D? Jarbin went by himself. You guys were killing goblins. However, that's just not how we're gonna be doing things. So, as we get in here, you're kind of looking at the goblins and everything, getting ready to do your next bit, and then suddenly it's like you were pulled. Why did it? No, I want pulled into this location. Suddenly, there's cold air, snow everywhere. The sky is kind of like a starry rainbow. And it just doesn't look like you're in Kansas anymore. In front of you are the 4 wolves, as you can see. A small pedestal about 2 steps up with a lion statue, not a lion statue, I'm sorry, with a wolf statue surrounded by 4 guards.
So why does weird shit keep happening to us?
I am not sure.
Alaris is just going to look around, very confused on what just happened. And can I do perception check to see if I notice anything about this place, or maybe?
How about
maybe Arcana?
How about do a Arcana or a History check?
How about no? Okay, I'm doing history. Normal.
9 plus 2, 11. So you're pretty sure that you're not on the material plane anymore. And because I know that Libre, you're pretty new to the D&D. There are 5 planes of existence. You have the material plane, which is the normal area y'all are in, your home world, that kind of thing. You have the astral plane, which is like a graveyard for the gods kind of thing. The fire plane, and then I don't remember what the other 2 are, but there are 5 planes of existence.
There's more than 5 planes, Shanna.
Is there more than 5?
Yes.
Just a
I
moment.
think there are at least 32. But
Okay, but
basically you have heavens and hells, elemental planes, and then material planes. And then the astral sea is the space in between all of those planes.
okay.
Which is what the astral plane is called. You know, it's basically just like empty space.
Okay.
Gonna be honest, the astral one was the only one that I remembered.
So you have the elemental planes of fire, air, water, earth, planes of like positive and negative energy, the Feywild, Shadowfell, you've got
I will
outer
not
and inner
remember
planes.
those names.
It's fine.
Anyway, so
That's kind of why I was like, it doesn't really matter what they are. I can break them into the basic groups, but to explain the astral plane, it's the space in between the planes.
No, so the astral plane itself is the graveyard of the gods.
Yes, that's
The
exact
astral
same thing
sea
that I'm
is
talking about.
different.
Okay, in the editions that I learned it from, those are interchangeable.
okay, Graveyard of the Gods, cool. Yeah. Sure. Listening.
And what I was explaining was correct, that it is a vast empty space. And also movement is super weird.
Either way, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Right.
No.
Alright, so you're pretty sure you're definitely not on the material plane.
Mm-hmm.
You've got like some guesses as to which plane you're on, but not 100% sure.
Okay.
And your current guess would be either one of the elemental planes or the astral plane.
Colors just looks at Kenny. Still very confused because she has no idea exactly where they are. And she says, well, I have no idea where we landed and how we ended up in here. But I know that it's cold in here. As she kind of like shivers a bit.
Indeed it is. Personally, I'm gonna blame those wolves. I'm pretty sure I've seen those wolves before.
Those are our wolves.
Yeah, those are our wolves.
Now, I feel like there's even a statue over there. I feel like it's their fault.
I mean, Ripper's over there smirking at us.
I guess the first question would be, how the heck do we get back?
So,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh my god. No, I'm choking.
Oh, don't die on us.
I was eating fucking chewing gum and it just like ah.
No, I gotcha.
Yeah, so my first question in fact is where we are, because I believe that once we figure out where we are, we can figure out how to get out from here. That's a good candy though.
So, as you kind of ask, and I'm assuming you're asking out loud, right?
Yeah. I'm just
So-
having a conversation with team.
As it kind of, you ask the question, a loud growling or grumbling is heard towards the backside of the lion's or the wolf statue.
Calaris just looks at the team and she says, I think that our best bet on trying to figure out this thing is just to talk to the wolves, because they seem pretty comfy in here. And there's also a wolf statue, so I will just go and do this as I cast the speak with animals.
Yeah, but did you hear that? That statue just farted.
So as you go to cast Speak with Animals,
Mm-hmm.
a large wolf kind of stretches and walks around the statue.
That bitch. Sorry.
I don't think it was a fart.
I mean, everybody does. I assume wolves do too. Although that is quite a large one, that would explain the volume.
You will return to your home when you have finished what I have for you.
Do we hear it? Do we understand it? Or I just casted my spell? Like, what's happening right now?
So it's
Like, I just need to know because I didn't cast my spell yet, so I don't know if you
Right.
think that I already casted it or...
So it's kind of like telepathy.
Okay.
We're gonna go with telepathy.
Do we all hear it?
Yes.
And we understand it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we
So-
having lunch?
So as Calaris was kind of like moving her hands just to start the spell, and she hears the wolf like telepathically speaking to her, she's like, or I guess I will not need this in here. Did you guys just hear that? Or is it just me?
No, it's not just you. I heard it as well.
My brain feels itchy.
At this point, I am very glad that you have a brain that itches. As she ignores
Does
him.
Ryan actually know what a brain is?
Yeah, the intelligent one.
Yeah, it's one of the tastiest parts of a goblin. After the legs.
Okay, I don't even know if I'm confused about the realm that we are in or by why I'm just adding some random things. Calaris just looks towards the big wolf and she speaks to him. Like, can you understand us? Or like, how does that work? Like, do we understand you only? What's happening right now? Like, I'm really confused.
The wolf sits down, shakes some of its fur out. You understand me because I want you to understand me. And I have a proposition for you.
Well, who would I be if not a humble druid if I didn't listen to the proposition given from a wolf? As she kind of like steps forward just a bit, but also like still kind of wary of the fact that it's a giant fucking wolf and a weird realm that we are in.
Now, I will point out that the wolves that are typically part of your party are laying down, facing towards the statue. And
Oh yeah, I know, I'm
Like-
aware. Like I
still. Like, they're not moving. Except for to breathe.
okay. I still don't trust this hoe though.
Do you all agree with the druid?
I have no reason to say no.
Yeah, I'm good.
The four of my pack before you have requested that they be given the ability to live in the astral plane. They wish to give up their souls to become figures of power for you.
I will really need you to explain it a bit more to me because
Okay, so basically what he's saying is that
no, this is what Kalaris says to him. Like
Oh,
I
I gotcha.
understand that yeah.
sorry. I am very sorry.
Now if I will say that I don't understand something, I will just say that I don't understand this English. Like it's okay.
Okay, alright. So I'm sure you have heard of figures of power, have you not?
I did not, or I do not recall. Yeah, that was the point.
The figures of power, he kind of walks around the statues of the knights. Wow, it is so...
That's a very junky movement. but
I know,
okay.
I'm sorry.
Not very graceful. I see. That's an old wolf.
I am not very graceful when moving the giant wolf.
He's a little bit tired. Give him a break.
Arthritis type of shit. I get it.
Figures of power are little statuettes that you may use to call upon the power of a creature who lives in one of the other planes of existence.
And this is what our wolves requested. Like, this is what they truly want as she looks at Ripper, like, stares him into the eyes, trying to see, like, blink twice if you need help.
I mean, you're the druid. Can't you talk to animals?
I am doing this by looking at him, Kenny.
Trying to speak with her
She
eyes.
kinda... Yeah. Does
Okay.
Ripper look at her back or anything?
Ripper lays his head down and looks after the giant wolf.
Okay, first of all, I really would like to know who are you? Because I'm sure you're aware that the situation that we are in puts us in a very confusing spot because we honestly don't know where we are, we don't know who you are. All we know is that our wolves decided to sacrifice their souls to become those figures.
I am the Wolf Lord. My name doesn't matter. I am only here when my pack needs me.
Okay, Colaris looks at Kenny, trying to like ask with those same eyes. Do you have any questions to him? What's the plan? What's happening?
Kenny's just gonna look confused.
Alright.
Colaris just says to herself, I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but Wyan! As she kind of like looks at him. Do you
Wyatt just looks like shocked, like she's willingly coming to me for advice.
do you know anything in your realm? As she kind of like approaches him, do you know anything about the Wolf Lord, the Lord Pax? Like, you happen to spend some time with our wolves. Like, do you know anything about the situation that we are in?
He likes to sleep in a cuddle pile. There are some barbarian tribes that follow him. He doesn't have a name other than Wolf Lord, and he grants boons to pack members of the wolf of his wolf clan that seek on behalf of others usually.
Wait, what was the last part? I zoned out. Sorry.
He grants
He-
boons to
Mhm.
pack members who seek to help others of the pack or initiate others into the pack.
Okay.
Would you like to roll to see if you know anything else?
Oh, I was just BSing the whole thing.
Oh.
I have no idea if any of that's true. But Wyatt got really nervous, so he was just like, I'm gonna talk. I'm nervous.
Okay. Alright.
That was exactly what I would expect from you, Wyan. Thank you. As she kinda goes back.
What's weird is that
Well,
that was...
You wouldn't know he's BSing.
Yeah.
Right.
I would know that I'm BSing. I was to DM because DM was asking if I wanted to see if I know anything else.
Yeah.
Ah,
Anyway,
Basically, Wyatt took, context clues from the situation. It was like, this is definitely things.
okay, 1 second. So as I just look back at this wolf that is like trying to, what the fuck are you doing?
Dancing.
Okay, could I, before I say anything about your offer of some sorts, could I speak to Ripper?
You may speak.
Okay, so as she kind of like goes up to the wolves and I cast my speak with animals. Did I cast it? It's in here right now.
Okay.
I kind of like yell for Ripper, trying to get his attention. Is that wolf very close to us, or like?
He's
Dead.
decided to sit on top of the statue.
Okay. Ripper, Bobert, and the other Snowball, and the last that I don't remember the name. Could we just have a quick conversation, please? Like somewhere in here? She kinda looks at the wolf.
Colaris,
Yep.
not to be a stickler, but I don't recall hearing this wolf's voice. I recall it talking in my head. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to hear you wherever we go.
That is a valid point, Kenny. Thank you. I forgot for a second because, as you know, I do speak with animals as a part of my druid ability. So I don't know what's in my head and what is not.
Understandable. Understandable.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you again. And she kind of just like gets embarrassed a bit with what just happened. Um. So, Ripper, I need you to explain to me what's happening right now. Like, we are very confused, and the first thing that I am hearing from this giant wolf is that y'all want to sacrifice your soul.
I got distracted by a Kenny.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract. I was trying to not distract.
It's okay. We want to be more useful, and we don't know anything other than. So we have done this out of love.
Okay. Did you brought us here, or like how did we end up in this place, and what is this place?
So Ripper looks towards the Wolf Lord as the Wolf Lord begins speaking again. This is the astral plane. I created this area to be able to speak with you and to test your resolve for my pack members.
What does resolve mean? That's
Um,
outside of the game.
I'm trying to even think of how to put resolve into words.
Loyalty or
Fortitude.
better.
It's like
Determination.
determination.
Okay. I mean, Colors is like, as you can probably hear from my voice, Colors is very fucking confused right now. But listen, Mr. Big Wolf Lord, or however you are called, they are smoking weed over there, and I am just like trying to have a conversation about the fucking souls of our wolves. So as you probably see, we are currently a bit torn apart in our team, like, and it seems like I'm the only person that cares at this point, as she shouts so Kenny and Wyan can clearly hear her. And we don't want no troubles. We want Ripper and Snowball and Bobber to be fucking happy. That fucking was because the fucking screen is moving and I wanna like remove. How do I? Because it's really. How can I do this so the screen does not move anytime somebody says something in the chat?
I think it's a
Because it's
configuration.
really configuration.
Give me a second.
Interface.
Because I remember I know I took
Found the
off.
token speaker. I see it.
Okay.
Save changes. Okay. Yeah, so we don't mean no harm in here. We first of all just want to get out, and if there's anything that we could help in, our friends looks at Ripper very gently. We are open to a conversation, I guess. And she kind of like looks at them again, Kenny and Wyan.
Wyatt just holds out the joint towards her and like, you want to smoke on a different plane?
She just like shakes her head with disappointment and disbelief, and keeps on like switching her eyesight between Ripper, Snowball, the giant lord, Mr. Wolf, and the rest, Bobbert. I love Bobbert. Bobbert looks so dumb.
She's a bit of a prude one.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, you're like one of the only people who actually will smoke with me.
Sometimes you gotta, I don't know,
All right, Polaris, I'm so
try new
sorry. I
things.
got very distracted.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
I'm sorry.
I gave the speech of my life. I hope you're aware of that. Like,
I know.
It was
I
great.
even
Wyan was
I
asking
used
me
the
what to
word
do.
disbelief. I did. No, it's okay. Are you ready? I can just basically Colors just said that we are just trying to escape from here. Our team is just very spread apart right now, and we are willing to listen about. I am willing to listen about anything that could help our wolf friends, and from then we can start a very detailed conversation about that.
Okay. So, the four of them, kind of look between each other, but then they shake their heads. We wanted to offer you our strength without having you worry about whether or not we are right behind you. This way we also can let go of the pain and the hunger that comes with living.
Okay, go on.
Basically, we would be living our best lives here with the Wolf Lord. And then you would call upon us whenever you needed our assistance.
I mean, if this is what you want, we cannot stop you from this. And yes, I do believe that your strength would be a very nice addition to our team. But I do have a feeling like it might come with a price that we are not aware of yet.
I mean, other than becoming spirits, I don't think there is another price for you to be worried about.
Wait, the wolves are becoming a spirits, or we are becoming a spirits? Because
The wolves.
yeah. Then Colors kind of looks around to look at Kenny and Wyan trying to, for the last time, ask for any help, but she kind of sees them smoking weed, so...
As you look back at them, you notice that there is a rainbow, like a shifting rainbow feather. Like it's changing colors. Growing out of both of their heads.
Both of Kenny and Wyan.
Mm-hmm.
She looks again in disbelief, and she shakes her head, and she really doesn't want them to be around her. She's so disappointed right now. Oh Lord. Anyway,
They came up right on you.
yeah. Yes, if that's what you want, I will not be stopping you, as I said, and those two officially are not allowed to have opinion at this point. So
Wait, what
Yeah.
did it? Are you talking to Ripper? What did Ripper say?
So
they good?
Kenny and Wyan basically only heard Ripper and then a little bit of a yip or two from Snowball.
Did they hear Ripper? They didn't hear Ripper.
Yeah, we wouldn't have heard Ripper,
Just like
right?
just
'Cause
like
she's
the
only one with
yips and whimpers in his responses.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Halaris looks at Kenny, looks at Wyan, kind of like tries to touch the feather above Kenny's head. It's like, what have he done to you? And she
You
shakes her
want
head
to
again,
have fun?
ignores Wyan completely, says Ripper basically said that the wolves are trying to turn into the spirits, and they want to offer us their strength as a helping hand, but they want to move to this astral
Okay. So
plane.
the wolf god over there, he's not lying. He's not trying to deceive us. This is what they want. Because I've only really encountered Ripper. So
I mean, you know, he did sound very honest with me, and she kind of like tries to lower her voice as much as she can, even though but there's a chance that he might have like given them something or just like bamboozled them with some fake promises. So I don't know about it, you know.
Wyatt's gonna poke Ripper to make sure that Ripper's actually real and not just an illusion.
And
He
Ripper
kind
bite
of-
him, please.
He yips at you and smacks you with his tail.
Nice.
Okay.
You hear a breathy, guttural chuckle from the big wolf. The thing.
Okay, so as Kalar said, what Ripper said to Kenny, she basically like says what she said before, like, yeah, if that's what you really want, and she stares very deeply into Ripper eyes, trying to see, like, if you need any help, blink twice. If that's what you really want, we cannot be the ones that will forbid you from doing it, fulfilling your prophecy.
All four of the wolves kind of bow their heads a little bit. And then each of
And
them
Bobbert?
kind of... Huh?
Even Bobbert?
Yeah, they all kind of bow their head. And then they all kind of go stand behind one of the statues.
Calaris just looks at Bobbert in disbelief because she is aware that she might be missing him very much in a second.
Bobbert will be fine.
Okay, so as Calaris watches them like go stand behind those columns, pillars, whatever that is, she looks at the Wolf Lord. Okay, so what's next? What's happening now?
You will be, as I stated before, tested on your resolve. Each of the wolves before you have a puzzle, a test, a riddle for you to show your strength of mind, so to speak.
And they are fucking like dragged. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Sorry.
Dragged? What?
D-R-U
Drugged.
G-G-E-D. Drugged.
Drugged. Got it. I was
Drugged.
This is how we're supposed to weed.
I was hearing dragged.
We
I was
get
like, what?
lit.
No, drugged.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, that was just me being disappointed with Kenny. Especially with Kenny.
What? This isn't the first time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is not the best time.
Why like
This is
3
not the
times
best.
now?
How many times are you gonna get a chance to smoke on the astral plane?
Fucking junkies, I don't know, but maybe you should not be doing this when there's a big ass fucking wolf lord staring at us and giving us riddles.
He seems pretty chill. Why did
She
you
shakes
want
I
her
would
head.
offer the joint to the Wolf Lord.
If I want to hear a response of Wolf Lord, honestly.
Your herbs do not affect me, unfortunately.
That's a
So
bummer.
there are herbs that do affect you.
You do not have access to the plane that would.
But you do.
Please
Uh,
pick a statue. I'll be right back. Gonna give Hobbit to the Josh.
All I heard was that there's a chance.
Didn't say no.
Exactly.
Maybe if we complete these puzzles and show that we've got a suitable amount of resolve, you know. I can't think of anything, like, it wasn't on my bingo card, but smoking with a wolf god on the astral plane seems pretty cool.
Alaris shakes her head for a millionth fucking time, and we just got in here. Alaris is not up for this bullshit today.
Sorry, what?
To be fair, Wyatt didn't start it.
We
That
were
is
just talking. They were just talking about smoking with the wolf god, and Kalaris was shaking her head for the 50th time in those 30 minutes. So nothing changed.
He
I
kind
can
of
imagine she's got like a red palm print on her forehead every time that she looks at us.
So the Wolf Lord kind of chuckles at you. I believe that the Turtle Lord holds that record from me.
Okay, Kalaris is just like stepping forward because she is down with the junkie talk. I am sure that you guys have a very interesting topics to talk about, and I am like up for it. I don't have any problems with that, but I would really want to proceed and leave this area as soon as I can, because as much you did it very nicely, like you got a very nice place in here. It's kind of cold, and I don't like it cold.
I understand. Which statue would you like to start with?
The only wolf that doesn't have a name, I guess.
Which one doesn't have a
How
name?
do you guys feel? The black one?
His name is Midnight.
I feel pretty good, honestly.
Oh, I don't see it.
I don't know why you don't see it.
I see
Yeah,
it.
I see rest of the names, but I just don't see this one.
Oh, I don't see the name for that one.
I don't
Yeah.
see any of the names.
I see
see
Bobbert, Ripper, and
Snowball.
Snowball.
Yeah, I see Snowball, Bobbert, and
Oh.
Ripper, but Midnight.
If you
Now I
hover
see it.
over-
Oh, now it is. Now it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Yeah, so maybe let's start with Midnight then.
I'm down for that.
Okay. So as you step towards the statue, a table kind of rises in front of it. Among the table is 6 colored stones: a ruby, a topaz, a citrine, an emerald, a sapphire, and an amethyst. There is a now you gotta think. There is a small wooden box with 4 places inside. Does that show you the puzzle?
Yes. Guys, that's on me. I'm taking this one. That's on me. Sorry. I love those games. I play this shit every single day. I should not be saying this because I will lose miserably.
Go to page 2, not the page 1. I apologize.
Oh,
I don't know why it didn't show
Oh.
you page 2.
fuck. Never mind. I'm not interested then. That's bullshit. That's
Really?
damn. I got so excited for nothing, Shabata.
I'm
For
sorry.
nothing.
Sorry. I don't know why I clicked on
It's
that.
okay.
So, I'm sure you can figure out what this means.
Yep.
Go ahead and...
Are we all
Well,
doing
obviously,
it together or
We're meant
separately?
to.
So y'all are working on the same puzzle together.
Obviously, we're meant to put 4 of the stones in the box.
Yeah. I mean, I know that this might be a kind of silly question, but it never hurts to try. Like, if we see this box, are the holes for the gemstones in a specific shape, maybe, or something?
No, but good question.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay. Okay, so I think that you're right. I know that you're right, Kenny. And we should just start by trying. It's something like a Wordle or whatever this game is called, so
Yeah.
Does anyone want to try first?
I mean, you're more invested in the wolves than I am. I'd let you go first.
Okay.
Unless Brian wants to.
Wait, so do I tell you how I want to do this, or how does that work, Shabata?
So what you're going to do is you're going to tell me which ones you place from left to right. And whenever you've told me, I will let you know whether it's a correct color and position or not at all.
So orange, green, violet, red.
Okay. Orange, green, violet, red.
Can you like type in chat O and X for them?
Sure.
Orange, green, violet.
I don't know why I did it as the wolf. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Bobert. You gotta be kidding me right now.
That
So
was a
green,
very
violet,
good-
and red is.
Green,
I
red,
told you I'm
green,
good in the
violet, and red are correct in color, but not in the correct placement.
Oh. X is correct color and position.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay, so wait. Can I give me a second? I want a paper. If you guys want to like continue, you can. But I want to grab a paper and a pen because I love those riddles. But I need my, yeah.
Out of character,
Uh-huh.
do we have a limited number of guesses? And has the wolf told us this, if that is the case?
Nobody has told you if there are a limited number of guesses. I am going to tell you that depending on how many guesses it does take, if y'all hit to the point where I need to extend it to 12, I will.
Okay.
I put a guess in.
I saw that.
Wine's playing with the rocks.
Yep.
Okay, so green is where it is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wait,
In the
wait,
third
wait.
position.
Mm-hmm. And we got red and violet. Why yellow is gone?
And so is
Yeah.
orange, so it has to be blue.
Yeah, it's definitely blue. But now wait. So we had. Okay, so it will be.
Oh, I'm
blue.
sorry.
Oh, and red has to go in the second position.
Wait.
I didn't see Oh, Kenny just wrote what Colaris had given.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just wrote it down
I was
for
like,
Yeah.
what?
posterity's sake. Yeah,
I
no,
apologize.
That was
Blue, red, green. No. Shut up. Blue, violet, green,
No,
Red.
second position has to be
No.
red.
violet, red.
third position is. Oh,
Yeah,
Green.
but red has
You're right.
been in the first and last positions, and with green taking the third position, red has to be in the second.
True.
I got it. Violet,
So we know
red, green, blue.
Oh no, we know all of them. Yeah, that's correct.
Good job. So as you place the 4 stones in their spots, a
I love those games.
whoosh can kind of be heard, and oh, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Like a sparkly, like, wind kind of encircles Midnight, and eventually he kind of disappears. But in his place on the table instead is a small statuette that looks like the Black Wolf.
Calaris kind of looks at the wolf, thinking about asking the question, like, do we just take it? Do we leave it? What's going on?
Wyatt pokes the statue.
The wolf
Calaris
lord
reaches
chuckles.
out hand. Reaches out with her hand to kind of like touch it / trying to grab it, and looks at the wolf with the question marks in her eyes.
So as you place your fingers around it, the wolf lord kind of chuckles. Yes, you should take it with you.
So Calaris just grabs it and puts in her backpack,
All right.
and she moves on. So, shall we go to the snowball now?
Okay. Snowball is page 1.
Yeah. God.
I no longer see any of the pages.
Yeah. It's a journal.
There you go.
Probably. Yes.
Oh, there we go.
puzzle.
Okay.
I need to write this. I love this one. Oh my god, I'm so excited. If you guys want, you can continue with the next one. I can like legit just like think about this one.
Okay.
No, I
Or
don't
you
have
can-
it anymore.
Why do you keep closing it?
I didn't mean to.
There you go. So the same thing happens where a table lifts, and this one actually has instructions next to the table.
Okay.
And Colaris has asked if y'all wanted to go to the other 2 while she works out the puzzle.
Unless you want to help me with this, of course, you can also like do that.
Wyatt will go back to the river.
All right. If you want to go to page 3.
I will follow my finely feathered friend.
I mean, you join him now in being feathered. All right. So the statue is actually holding a stone tablet, and on the tablet is etched. It looks like in runes. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, but because there's like one thing that I don't quite understand, because you have those A, B, C, D, E, F, G and numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the numbers, for example, are corresponding to like 5th place, or I should like, so for example, if like the house ache the deer sits in the 5th place, it will be somewhere like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but on the 5th one. Like, do I understand it correctly?
Right.
Okay.
And Okay, let me know if you have any other questions.
Yeah, this is just what I started to read. Okay.
Okay.
Either no, the line is horizontal or vertical.
What do you mean?
Column or I just see the line in the sixth one. House Gregoria is either the first or the last in line. And now the question is if the line is like vertical or horizontal, like
Gotcha.
column or a row,
Gotcha.
or it
So
does not matter.
if this in front of the crown, so let's say that the head of the table is where A, B, C, D, E, F, G is.
Hmm.
So then your line would go from the top of the board back.
Okay, so let's say like D, the line will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
And so on. Okay. Numbers and place numbers. Okay, I got it.
So the runes are readable. You somehow understand them.
And I'm trying to make it funny that my character's stupid.
Oh, I apologize.
I've already figured out the riddle.
Oh yeah.
Me,
yeah.
the
Kenny's
player.
gonna raise his hand up, assuming there's some source of light here, and cast a shadow on that.
All right. So
Wyatt steps behind him and unsheaths his sword. Cast light.
So as you cast the shadow onto the statue, Ripper does the exact same thing as Midnight did, becomes encircled by the sparkly ribbons of wind until eventually just a statue is on the table.
Do you think we should let Kalaris take that, or do you want to
Wyatt's
take
gonna
it?
put Ripper in his pocket.
All right.
All right.
The first one is fucked up, Chabata.
Personally,
I know that I was excited, but I am not excited about this shit anymore. There's a lot of letters in this.
All right, and then riddle number 4 for Bobbert.
I'm gonna look back at Kalaris and see how frustrated she looks. How frustrated is she looking?
Kalaris is about to be crying, honestly. Like, that one house is just one X, I'm assuming, right? Like, it's not like if there's a lord and lady, it's not like 2 crosses.
Right, it's just the one. That's the family.
Just, okay. Okay, so just one. That's fucked up anyway. Okay. Between... Which one?
Kenny, are you gonna go help her?
Does she look like she needs help?
Yes.
Other than being a little bit frustrated, I'm not sure. She gave a yes.
I will actually mute my mic because I will be talking to myself right now because...
Okay.
Kalaris does look frustrated. We handled that last one pretty easy. Do you think we should go see if she wants help?
We could also try and finish this one real quick and then go help.
Fair?
But I have no idea.
I don't know either. That's kind of why I was suggesting we go give her some help.
Yeah, let's go help her.
Okay. So back to the first puzzle.
How's it going? How's it going, Kalaris?
I just wrote down, you know what, like the worst thing about this, like why it is actually confusing to me is because of those names. Like, to process those names and remember them, like, it's just fucking up my brain. Like the Klidor, Aekdir, you know? And this is where I'm just like, Jesus, the fuck house, what?
Okay.
Also, wait, I will just write them like that. Oh my god, I just discovered something, guys. Those are A, B, C, D, E, F, G houses. Okay.
And he is the 5th house, and that's where it's supposed to be.
Okay, I'm writing it down then. Wait.
But A isn't first.
Besides is like on left or right, right?
Right. Or so okay. So it doesn't want to be beside, so it wouldn't be in like, say if E is in 5, then it wouldn't be 4 or 6.
And left or right, or just 4 or 6?
4 or 6.
Just 4 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that changes things as well. See, my English, I said I don't speak English. Okay.
I could attempt to translate it to German.
No, I am translating it to Polish right now.
Kenny's just watching Kalaris move the pieces around and pretending to.
Lars is cooking right now.
Wine is just scratching the top of his head, looking at this like, this is way above my intelligence level.
Y'all passed those 2 really quickly, and I was starting to wonder if I needed to like make something harder.
Okay, and then we have this. Now you guys will have a quick Polish 101 with me. You will not understand what I am talking, but I am just talking to myself. If there's somebody talking to me in the chat, shut the fuck up. I'm focused. I got my pen. Wait. Yeah, it's either the first or last. Stephanie. The Virginia. I wish I could show you my writing right now. I don't think it will be visible on the... Yeah, it will not be visible. But I pulled up my psychologist writing skills. So it's basically just lines and dots. Posiedzenie pomiędzy G i D. Besides up and down only, right?
Mhm.
D, D, góra, dół, do, C. Okay, I wrote it in Polish. So E is for sure in here. So now if we place E here, C nie może być tu ani tu.
Wyan, you are being
We-
requested to talk to the god.
We do
That's
not
awesome.
know
Why
where
is it
the...
trying to puzzle this out?
We do not know when the king sits, right? Like, I just want to make sure that, like, I got everything for that
The
riddle.
king sits above, like, where A, B, C, D, E, F, G is.
Okay. So, crown will be in here. Rob, I will talk to you in a second, I promise, but... The mother is busy right now.
The mother mallard is busy.
Would you like me to have this conversation in text chat or voice chat?
We can do it in
Lars.
voice.
With less distraction.
You can do it in voice. I will just deafen myself, and I
Sounds
will
good.
be, yeah, just like message me on the chat or something if I will be taking too long. But like, if nobody is thinking about this puzzle, I will be thinking about it anyway. So, yeah. Okay, I'm
working on it
deafening
too.
then.
Okay. So you walk
So,
over to the wolf
you
lord.
men- Yeah. So you mentioned a turtle god who's already got the record for smoking on different planes. Any chance you could introduce us at some point?
Well, the lizard folk has met him.
Really?
Mhm.
Wine hasn't told me about that yet. That's his name, if he didn't already know. He's Wyan. My name's Kenny. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
You know, after we've proven our resolve, I think Y and I would be interested if you wanted to go to whichever plane has these herbs you spoke of. I certainly wouldn't turn it down. If you've got time.
I wonder how your kind would handle the Beastlands.
I honestly have no idea. I've never been.
I think I have the answer to one. I'm going to send it to you in private DM.
Okay.
Because I assume we would all get a guess.
I mean, that's fine. Or y'all could work it out together.
I'm just using the capital letter for each family.
Okay.
Because I assume it's just supposed to be a list, right?
What's up?
Wyan thinks that he's got it.
Oh, okay. I just wrote it down on my notebook, but
You're right.
can I see as well?
G's. So in G is in 1. C is in 2.
Mm-hmm.
F is in 3. D is in
Tabata?
4.
No, stop. Don't tell me that that was what we were doing.
Yeah.
I have a bad. What were you doing?
I was thinking, like, I got this like a while ago, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was placing, for example, the family E on D5. And then trying to think if it goes on D5 or maybe C5. She had it as soon. Yeah, this is what I was doing, Rob. Like, I was putting them in the corresponding spots, because if somebody is giving me a fucking A rows and columns, which is why I've been asking you about the rows
columns,
and
but there was no
columns.
reference to the columns.
Listen, I've been doing so many of those riddles, there were references, which is why I was the only family that I was confused about, and I was willing to like kind of like try my luck was the B, because the rest of them got their fucking place in D, A fucking 1-7. Bullshit. If you're giving me A1, B7 and shit like this, that reminds me of a game that is called like the fucking Sea Fight, or however you call it in English. I will be putting those families not only in the lines, but I will be putting them in their spots, and they have to sit in there and they cannot fucking move. Battleship, yeah.
Okay. You didn't. Yeah.
Because
Now I
I
see why you were
like,
confused.
Yeah,
I,
legit.
I
Like,
thought it was just assumed that, with the last names A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like, that was just.
no, I legit have the game like that. I have it on my phone, and I legit like play few rounds of this every single day because I'm like trying to keep my brain in shape. And I got to the point that you have no clues because it's like level 500 or something, and you have barely any clues, and you have to like put everyone in the corresponding spots, like actually like A7 and E3.
Right.
So I was like, there's no way that it's that simple. I just put them like in one line. Like, people don't sit like.
I told you, 10-year-olds. This is as complicated as it gets because people make it more complicated.
I apologize. It was supposed to be like a table.
I would not have even included the infographic because that
Yeah, I
added more confusion.
think that it. Yeah, I think that the infographic actually added a confusion because I just wait. Can I just change my screen to this one? Like,
I want to see your
I
screen.
was writing everything down. Like, you can barely see anything on this, but like, wait. Now maybe I will be able to show it. Like, you cannot see anything barely. I will post a fucking like picture. I was just like I was crossing the X's, the A's, possible A's. So I started with like putting A at the very like bottom and at the very top of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then I like figured that A cannot be in the first place because C needs to be closer to the king than A is. So A has to be at the very bottom of the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like the 7th, but I don't know which row.
Mhm.
So, listen, you did not play games like that, and it shows because that was confusing. Like,
For those on my stream, here's the answer.
Lars, we need help with the fourth one.
Yeah, we do.
I think
Okay,
that this
think about
moral
my
broke me.
offer, Wolf God.
I-
If we
I
prove
think
our
it
mettle,
ruined me.
I'm
I
sorry.
know
Wait,
wine would probably.
Wait, Shabata, one more
enjoy.
time. What was? Can you tell me the order again so I can at least see if I got them right, but like in a different seats?
Okay. G was in 1.
Mhm.
C is in 2.
Mm-hmm.
F is in 3.
Mhm.
D is in 4.
Yep.
E is in 5.
Yep.
B is in 6. A is in 7.
This is bullshit. I'm done. I'm done. I'm crossing this notepad. I'm done. I had this riddle before they even went to the Ripper. But you're done. We are breaking up. Okay.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll just give y'all a table.
Yeah, just like don't give me any clues because at this point the clues are not cluing. Anyway, okay, let's go.
All right. So the fourth riddle says, "Answer me this: what has roots as nobody sees, is taller than trees, up, up, up it goes, and yet never grows?"
Okay, can I see the? Can you pop up the
Yes,
the picture again?
I sure can.
This, yeah, Jesus, this just broke me, guys. I pulled up my notebook. Like, I will not. Okay.
You
I'll
see
talk
why we
about
were
this after.
struggling here, Kalaris?
I thought that the gemstones was going to take a notebook and paper, and I had it next to me.
You thought the gemstones that we figured out in 3 guesses.
Oh no, the
You know what?
gemstone game, I only do it as a mini game in my merged 3 games, so it's like a no-brainer, you know?
You see why this is confusing us, Kalaris? What has roots that isn't a plant, and plants grow? I don't know of any non-growing plants. Especially not ones
Okay.
that are taller than trees.
As a druid, wait, because I'm just staring blankly at the screen. I'm listening to you and I am not reading the puzzle. So give me a second. In the morning, I'm waking. I am waking, giant. Stretch my arms.
You are on the wrong puzzle on your stream.
I am a
It's the fourth
wrong
one.
puzzle.
All the way
The
down
fourth
at the
one.
bottom.
Oh.
We already got that one done. Yeah, we're on the fourth. I cannot think of any plants that do not grow. But plants are the only thing I know of that has a root. Other than a tooth, maybe, but I don't know of any tooth that's taller than a tree.
Yeah, this definitely will not be any kind of plant.
Someone did pick up Snowball, right?
Why don't we go
Yes,
back?
yes,
To the normal?
yeah.
All right.
I feel like I have like a very foggy brain right now, and behind that fog there is an answer for that because I think that I've heard this somewhere. But I suck in those. Like this is the only type of puzzles that I suck.
Okay.
Totally.
Usually I'm okay with these, but I'm struggling with
What
this
if we
one.
ignore the root part?
Okay, well, if we ignore the root part, it could potentially be like the sky, the atmosphere, but I don't know if that translates into D&D. I don't know if they have atmosphere there, because that doesn't really grow, but it's definitely taller than the trees.
Is the sky taller than the trees? Or is it just
Well, yeah, if we're talking about the atmosphere,
Higher.
Right, or is it just higher?
Wait.
wait, how do you be
Stop.
taller than a tree if you're not, like,
Wait.
the edge of
Wait.
space?
Wait. Ignore the root part. It's taller than the trees. Up it goes and yet never grows. I got it.
Okay.
And if I have it correctly, you will suck my... Never mind. We will talk about the reward after stream.
Okay.
I don't know about the root part, but we have this like basically like if you translate it to Polish, the mountain has roots. And is taller. Mountains are taller than the trees.
So
And you can go up on the mountain.
is
But the mountains do not grow there.
Is
But
mountain?
This is my
mountains don't have
answer.
roots.
All right.
I don't understand that one.
Mountain. As you say, mountain, the same sparkle whoosh surrounds Bobbert until he becomes a statue on the table.
Polaris doesn't say anything because she's just walking around with her arms in the air and she's just like... Nice. May I never get Alzheimer, guys. Okay. Calaris is just she's just going to reach for the Bobert statue as she really cares about Bobert the most.
Sweet, sweet Bobbert. With the riddle that everyone was confused on.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never heard of mountain roots before, ever. Like
Yeah,
that.
and this is why she really like helped me to remember that. She helped me to remember like the. It's not like I knew exact riddle because I know similar one in Polish, and it was like that it just like goes up, but it never actually like goes anywhere, something like this, and that was the answer was mountain. Like it's just based off the Polish like grammar and sentence building, you know, like one word has several meanings. and I had like this foggy answer of it. And then I remembered like reading some fantasy books and some like fantasy Wattpad stories and something at the root of the mountain. Like I read a lot about the Dyatlov Pass, and the root of the mountain was like referenced in there as well, like the because
Now that
this
you've
is I don't
said
know.
that, I've heard that phrase before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually if I think about it, typically, you also think of the mountain roots as like a family.
See, I
Oh.
was thinking like family tree, but then it's like, but you're using tree in there.
Mm-hmm. But also,
I was thinking about Go on.
mountains have roots that go into the Earth's mantle.
I should have paid more attention in geology classes if I ever took one. I had no idea. I feel dumb. Nicely done.
I don't know if you guys heard anything about the Dyatlov Pass, but basically, like this is a story that actually happened, but it became like it's so unknown of what actually happened over there on the tragedy of that, and I was writing my thesis on that particular topic for the paranormal psychology class, where we debunk the conspiracy theories, right? And the amount of like things that I had to read about the mountains and shit, and not those things like containing the term root of the mountain, because the root of the mountain was was said to be kind of like haunted or something by the conspiracy theorists. Like, yeah, but I was like, my first thought when she said about like before she said about those roots that we can ignore them was definitely about something like spirit, soul, or something like this. Like, you know, let's get metaphorical and shit. Jesus, I love myself. I'm so smart. Amazing.
I'm glad you feel
You
good about
definitely
it.
are.
Yeah, but can we talk about the first one?
Can we
I mean,
talk
the jokes
to
were
the
easy.
wolf god now? I think Wine and I might see if he's got time.
So, as you go to like say something to the wolf god, he kind of chuckles at you. The turtle will see you at some point. And
Awesome.
y'all are teleported back.
No, wait! I was supposed to talk to him. I wanted to change the bobber statue for the pendant for the necklace. Bring me back. I don't get to the...
You absolutely can turn it into a pendant.
Yeah, I want to just like have it on close to my heart, as the bobbert will always be in my heart, you know? Not
Yeah.
in, on my heart.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. That's all I have for today. So
That was nice.
yeah.
Except this one part when you turned out to confuse me even more.
I'm sorry that I gave you that kind of thing. I should have just given you like a table with like 7 seatings on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there like a game in America? I have no idea how this would be called. It's called Cluedo in Poland. It's basically there's a murder in the house and you gotta find the murderer, the place where somebody was murdered, and the like utensil or the weapon. Clue. It's Clue, just Clue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yep, just
basically
Clue.
this is the kind of games that I fucking love to play solo. Like, I'm so fucking boring, guys. Legit, I do crossword puzzles when I have free time.
I do too.
So, like, I was already like in this mindset, like we gotta sit down, we gotta write everything down, think about possibilities. There's like so many outcomes, where to place, where to start, you know. I was like about to ask you, like, should we have, which was the question about the king. Like, should we know where the king sits?
Mhm.
Because I was thinking about the whole, like, area, not just one line, but it's okay. It's okay. We will talk about this after stream, I guess, in details.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, I had fun. Thank you, Shepatha.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Who are we rating?
Right.
Libre?
Not sure if I am ending stream because Dunk is playing Peak, so I might join
Fun.
her. Let me just sort it out.
Okay. Well, then what I'll do is I'll raid to you. And then, if you do play, then great. If not, then okay.